On the one hand, we're unique, and on the other hand, we're just like everybody else. In the sense that we're unique, each one of us is made with a specific pattern, a soul, a thumbprint as it were, that only belongs to us. And in the other sense, our needs, our wants, our hunger, our neuroses, our desires, our hopes, our aspirations are very much like everybody else's. We suffer from the same pains. What hurts somebody else is what hurts us. What gives us great joy gives other people great joy at the same time. In today's Torah reading, which is entitled Vayayshev, we find Jacob finally puts himself down, takes his tent pegs and nails them into the ground. It says, Vayayshev, and Jacob dwelled. Unlike, in the same passage, in the very same sentence, it says, unlike his father, whose wanderings to the land of Canaan never were stable, Jacob is in search of what is going to make him whole. In last week's Torah portion, in chapter 33, verse 8, we find that Jacob arrived in the land of Shalem. He arrived in this place called Shechem, whole, intact. And I suppose that's good, but for Father Jacob, that's not good enough. He's not looking only to arrive at a place intact and whole. He wants to be in his soul whole at the same time. Not just having arrived with all of his sheep and his camels and his wife and his children and everything else, but he wants to feel a sense of wholeness of the soul as well as the self. Which is why this week's Torah reading begins with this very specific nuanced dwelling. Unlike everything that has gone before, Jacob wants to finally be at peace. And of course we know from the story that ensues with Joseph, Jacob knows anything but peace. But he's still seeking it. And Rashi comments on the very first verse in this week's Sidra that that is the way of tzaddikim, of righteous people. They know that there is ultimate peace in heaven. They know that there is ultimate tranquility in Olam Haba, and they seek to replicate that in this world. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Again, what hurts one person is what hurts another. Jacob's pain is very much our pain. The tent pegs that we seek to plant in the ground are the hopes and dreams that we have of living in peace without the demons that come to assault us at night. His dream is our dream. And I suppose if there is one lesson to be gleaned out of the Torah reading this week, it is this. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop believing in what is possible. And don't stop praying for what your heart desires most of all. Keep moving along, working towards the ultimate goal of finding yourself in a place that is not only wholesome of body, but wholesome of soul at the same time. We move forward. Because if we don't, we move backward. Don't stop dreaming and don't give up. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, a Shabbat of dwelling in tranquility and peace.